In this session, let us discuss about animal kingdom. Here, all the multicellular animals and eukaryotic animals are included under this kingdom, that is animal kingdom. You know, different animals with different structures and forms. Over a millions of species of animals. The need for classification is very important because we have to categorize, we have to keep them in one position, assert them one position in the kingdom. So the classification is very much necessary. It helps in assigning a systematic position to newly described species. The basis of classification, in spite of differences in structure and form of different animals, there are fundamental features which are common to various individuals in relation to the arrangement of cells, body symmetry, nature of the coelom, patterns of digestive system, circulatory system, and reproductive systems. The features that are used as the basis of animal classification are these: symmetry, levels of organization, etc. So, coming to the level of organization, though all members of Animalia are multicellular, all of them do not exhibit the same pattern of organization of cells. For example, in Porifera, the sponges, the cells are arranged as loose cell aggregates. They are not grouped into tissue yet. Cells are present as loose aggregates. So, they exhibit cellular level of organization. Cellular level of organization. You see, the sponge is like this. You will see only cellular level of organization. Just choanocytes, pinacocytes outer layer, choanocytes inner layer. These are the cells. They are arranged in loose cell aggregates. Not yet tissue is formed in this level, in poriferans. So this is just cellular level of organization. Some division of labor will be there occurring among the cells. They exhibit division of labor. That means certain function is done by the certain cells. Next, coming to coelenterates, the arrangement of cells is more complex compared to poriferans. Here, the cells performing the same function are grouped into tissues. Hence, it is called tissue level of organization. So, this is very important for you, for NEET, because the group of animals which exhibit tissue level of organization, the first group of animals are coelenterates. The tissue level of organization is exhibited by the hydra. Here, the first level of tissue level of organization is seen in coelenterates. A still higher level of organization, that is organ level of organization, is exhibited by the members of Platyhelminthes and also some other where tissues are grouped to form organs, the next level, and each organ is specialized for a particular function. So, all Platyhelminthes animals like flatworms, tapeworms, they exhibit organ level of organization. Now coming to the next level, that means organs have been associated to form functional systems. They perform certain physiological function. This pattern is called organ system level of organization. This is exhibited by Nemathelminthes or Aschelminthes and roundworms, annelids, earthworm, arthropods, example cockroach, mollusks, pila, etc., echinoderms, and also chordates. For example, if you take Platyhelminthes or flatworm, the digestive system of flatworm has only a single opening which serves both as mouth and anus. That opening to the outside of the body, it serves both as mouth and anus. So that system in flatworm, the digestive system is said to be incomplete. Incomplete digestive system is seen in Platyhelminthes. But complete digestive system with two openings where mouth and anus are present are seen from the Nemathelminthes till the chordates. Coming to the circulatory system, there are two types of circulatory system: open type, closed type. Open type, where the blood is pumped out of the heart, where the cells and tissues are directly bathed in blood because there are no blood vessels. So it is not closed. For example, we can see the open type of circulatory system in cockroach. Closed type means blood is circulated through a series of blood vessels. They may be of varying diameters, like arteries, veins, and capillaries. Capillaries are very, very minute vessels which have very, very, very little diameter. So, about symmetry, in the next session, let us discuss about symmetry.